550 designers in one room. Woo! Welcome to the first ever Nordic.design. I am so thrilled to see this many designers in one room because you and me, we are the people who make the internet come alive. And when you ask the internet to talk, well, okay, hi. I am Unn Swanström. I work as a UX designer at Doberman. And if you want to talk to me online, that's where you find me. Or here, because I will be your conference host. And as a designer, when we talk about who we are not content people. When something is hard, we want to change it. We always try to find better ways. We are problem solvers. And it is our job to be way out there. That is what they hire us for. And, well, if you ask the internet about their work process, it might look something like this. Or this. I mean, it's always graceful and cool looking to be a designer. But it's on the days when you feel like this. I am 100% certain that I am 0% sure about what I'm going to do. It's on these days that we need something more than just talent. We need a process that we can trust. And today, something amazing has happened, because we, all 550 of us, are at the exact same place in our creative process today. We are at the very beginning of something new. We are in the part of design where we are open, curious, we take in everything. Because that's what you need to do at the beginning of any creative process. You talk to your users, you talk to your organization. What is it? What are the needs here? And in that phase, a design conference might just be the place to be, because there will be some amazing talks today. And then, after you've gone through this outward phase, you're out in the world looking for new inspiration, then you go back home. And you lock yourself in with your team, and you do this. You challenge yourself. You do, you think, you experiment. And as a designer, you have this like pendulum of going out in the world, locking yourself in with your team and your fragile creative process. So, today, I would like to recommend you to step away from your work. And why would you do that? Well, because incubation. Incubation is what our brain does when we've started working on a problem, and then our brain doesn't really work. It doesn't really stop working on that problem. So whatever you were working on yesterday, if you give that problem today to sit and simmer in your head, that will help you to think new creative thoughts. And studies have shown this, that creativity is helped by incubating the problem. That's why it's when you're in the shower, that's when the shower is such a great place for eureka moments, because you've had the time to let ideas simmer in there. Because our memory is associative. It's kind of like a brain palace up in there. So, and how it works is that your brain has all these different rooms, and they're kind of like grouped. So when you think about, if I say designer, your brain's gonna go, oh, okay, people at work, designer, developer, process manager, boss. It goes in that direction. Or if I say dog, it goes, okay, animals, cat, horse, zebra, unicorn, dragon, Game of Thrones, how did I end up there? But they're like kind of clusters. So if you walk around in your brain palace, you'll find that sometimes you need a little nudge to get onto another floor. So there are often rooms in our brains that we don't really use a whole lot. For instance, when you're stuck on a project at work, like you're thinking so intensely about this project, maybe you just need to get out of that room, experience something new at a design conference, and your problem will be solved. Because your brain does something called opportunistic. That is a hard word. Why did I start the morning off with this? Opportunistic assimilation. And what our brain does is that it's kind of, because it's a little bit lazy, so it's tempted to get new information. It's like, oh, what is this information? Do I really need it? Is it related to the problem I'm working on right now? Maybe not. I'll just throw that away. And, but how do you know what project you will be working on tomorrow? Or next week? Or the week after that? Or next year? So don't trust your brain when it says, this probably isn't relevant for me. There's a thing you can do. In your goodie bags, you have notebooks. And in these notebooks, you can write stuff down so that your brain actually can use it later, even though it will be thinking, I don't know if this is relevant today. Opportunistic assimilation. But on the plus side, when our brain does this, your brains are thinking about the problems you're working on at work, and when something comes along that nudges you into another room, your brain says, yes, that's it. That's what I need to get further along. So, this is the hashtag that we want you to use throughout the day. And we have Wi-Fi and a Wi-Fi password that is printed somewhere. We don't have Wi-Fi. We have Wi-Fi. We don't, yeah. No password. No password for the Wi-Fi, just use the Wi-Fi as much as you want. Right. We also have a code of conduct. And that conduct, we just want everyone to feel welcome here and have a good day. So please be nice to each other. Don't do anything you wouldn't do at work. Okay? Okay. Now, we're going to start the day off with a real high for designers. You know how we all love when this happens? Conflicting files. Yummy. I actually have some actual footage of me reacting to that file name. Well, so the first ever speaker at Nordic.design has set out on a holy crusade to save designers, to save us from design file fails like the one we just saw. He has worked at Dropbox, Gowalla, and Instagram. When he's not spending time with his family, he is the design lead at Abstract, a tool focused on improving the design collaboration. He also has something to say about having bad taste in music. Here he is, Tim Van Dam.